Alright, what's up, y'all? So I'm currently on the way home. I was hanging out with my girlfriend, and I found this sweet deal on OfferUp. So if this guy isn't lying, it's an E36 convertible, M52 328i, and supposedly just needs a fuel pump. And he said it overheated once, so it's possible blown head gasket. Sent me a picture of the oil. It doesn't look like it, but it's a fucking nuts deal, and he's dropping it off for me. I don't know, the ad didn't seem set up very well to like where other E36 people would hop on it right away. And the dude needs it gone by tonight, so it's a stinking deal. Got my fingers crossed. Hopefully I don't get fucked. Either way I can break even, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah, I'm excited to see it. Alright, y'all, the car is officially in my possession. It looks really clean considering how much I paid for it. The guy was super nice. Shout out to Steve, and shout out to him for dropping it off. Let's take a look around. So there's no front bumper. It's definitely some bad paint. Everything looks super clean body wise. Besides, it's trunk fitment. I don't know what's up with that. It's clean title. It may just not be closing all the way because it's kind of up on this side also. Yeah, super clean body. It's missing the rear window for the convertible. The interior is pretty freaking dirty. It's pretty disgusting. Looks like it might clean up okay, but somebody's running around with their fucking boots on in there. And it's a automatic, of course. Alright, what's up, y'all? It's morning time right now. So I started working on the car. It came out, no battery, doesn't crank. Figured it might be the EWS since it's a 97 OBD2. So I went ahead and bypassed the EWS. I think it also might have just been loose battery cables because I kind of just tossed them on there and then I put them super tight and now it works. But anyways, here's the EWS. So I went ahead and just jumpered those two wires that's supposed to bypass the EWS stuff. Now we have a battery in the back. And now it cranks, but it does not start. Dude told me it needs a fuel pump. I don't know how truthful that is, but I do have a conveniently placed Marlboro 255 in the garage. So we'll slap this in, slap that in there, and see if that makes any difference. Might also grab some gas and fill it up just because I'm not sure if it has any. Alright, so I went ahead and hooked up this fuel pressure gauge up to the Schrader valve. Ignore how dirty it is. I don't know what the fuck gets this dirty, but gonna crank it and see if we get fuel pressure. That way you can rule out fuel as a problem. Alright, so I just watched the video back. Looks like there is no fuel pressure. So we'll go ahead and swap out this fuel pump, see if that helps anything. So I got the fuel pump removed. It's a little bit gross back there, but we got it done. I ended up taking the fuel pump sending unit out, and you can tell it's never been replaced before because it's still those annoying BMW clips where it's like not a screw. It literally just crimps. Super annoying to get off, but I got it off. And it's kind of good news because that means it hasn't been replaced before. And yeah, if you take a look at it, the entire fuel feed hose is in half. So, I mean, obviously that'll allow the car to not get fuel. So go ahead and throw that Marlboro on there with a new hose and a new sock because this one's like in half. And hopefully she'll start up. Alrighty, we've got our new pump all strapped in there. It's looking pretty good. Got a new hose, new sock, newish, used for about 20 miles. Throw this bad boy in there. I'm gonna drink some water. So I feel like I'm about 3 minutes from dying from heat exhaustion. And yeah, throw it in, see if this puppy starts up. All right, we've got everything all hooked back up. Gonna give this a go. The gas is filled up all the way to the brim, which is kind of less than ideal actually, because that means there's only 6 gallons of new stuff and probably like 10 gallons of old stuff, and it smells a little funny, but fuck it, let's give it a shot. Here goes nothing. You can hear the fuel pump working now. Still don't want to start though. All right. So I took a break for the night. Got this new giant fuel filter. Gonna install this right now. Woke up this morning. I got a giant coffee. We just pushed the car into the driveway. That's why I'm breathing all heavy. We got a good old HOA notice telling me to move the car. I'm pretty sure all my neighbors hate me to death. But now we can work in the driveway. Should be a lot easier. I feel like I should probably drain the fuel, but I really don't want to. That's probably the right thing to do, but that means I gotta buy another $60 worth of 4 gallons of fuel. I might just switch out the filter and see if that works. Let's see what happens. Definitely getting fuel pressure. Smells weird though. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and run to Home Depot and get 3 5-gallon jugs to drain the gas tank, because unfortunately it is all the way full, and the E36 holds 15 gallons. So that's pretty sick. But yeah, the fuel smells like not like fuel, so probably a good idea to switch it out. So we'll be back. So I've got it rigged up away. For whatever reason, I can jump the fuel pump relay and it won't start, or it won't start the fuel pump. Even though when I turn the key, it'll prime the fuel pump, so I don't know what's up with that. So we got some ghetto alligator clips on the fuel pump hooked up to the wire there, and then let me show you the battery. This is how I get it to go. Let's take this, put it on the positive terminal, and it should be pumping fuel into that bucket. See if it's working.
Yes, sir. You might want to stop at some point. It's getting full. Okay.
All right, we've got all the fuel drained from the car. It seems like 8 gallons, which is a little strange because it seemed about full when I replaced the fuel pump, and I think these hold like 16 gallons, so that's kind of strange. Hopefully I have enough out of there. It looks a little dirty. It's hard to tell because the buckets are like orange. I'll go ahead and show you guys, and I go to smell it, and it like doesn't really smell like gasoline. Like one time me and Dimitri spilled gasoline just a little bit in the garage, and we were like about to pass out. You can take a good whiff of this stuff and be chilling, or I'm just super high right now and I'm not aware of it. I feel like you can almost see it better on video. At the bottom it's like straight up black. Here's the other bucket. Yeah, it kind of shows up on video better. I mean, that could just be shadow at the bottom of the bucket, but definitely not good fuel. It's like 2 years old. So now we'll go ahead and throw some 91 in there. Alrighty, took a little shower, feeling less covered in gasoline and less dirty. Looks like I'm getting fuel. My fuel pressure gauge, I'm guessing, just doesn't work because I'm getting fuel at the... Alright, just got cut off by my music. So it looks like we're getting fuel at the rail. So at that point, the only reason it wouldn't start is because of injectors. So I'll try that once my dad is home, because that way he can try and crank it while I spray some starter fluid. But until then, I'm gonna go and get a spark tester to make sure we're getting spark from the coils, and I have brand new spark plugs that we can throw in there. Fortunately, every single AutoZone in my area does not have a spark tester, so we're gonna have to figure something out here, brother. So I just got the spark plug out, and this could very well be the reason why it's not running. This thing is crusty. This is the worst looking spark plug I've ever seen. Like, I was gonna test this for spark. I don't even know if this would work. So throw some new spark plugs in, test it for spark, see what happens. All right, we've got some new spark plugs in there. Old ones are super crusty. Here goes nothing. All right, what's up, y'all? It's the next day. I was doing some research last night. At the moment, we don't have any spark. I replaced all the spark plugs. They're disgusting. And I believe I replaced one of the coil packs. And the coil packs are getting power. And I feel like it is basically completely unlikely that all 6 of the coil packs would not be sparking. Not that I tested all of them. So I guess it could be bad coil pack, but I don't believe so. And I'm not sure that the injectors are firing either. So that basically leads it to being an ECU problem. And I was doing some more research. Turns out the EWS system does not get canceled out by that wiring thing unless you have a 95. And my car's a 97. So it looks like I have to do an EWS delete through the computer. So I should be able to do this myself. I did a little bit of research last night. It seems pretty simple. So we're gonna do a little hacking on the computer, see if we can break into this thing, and should start right up. All right, so basically I went ahead and just put together the wires 14 and 18, and this allows you to basically write to the ECU or flash it or whatever. So now we'll go ahead and flash the ECU. All right, y'all, after literally all day of messing with this shit, I finally got it to work. I have no idea what I did differently. The entire time it was telling me can't read ECU. I genuinely don't know what I did differently that time, but it worked. The only thing I could think of is I didn't do the quick flash, unless I guess that's just a problematic thing. I can see a spider crawling up my stick right now. They're everywhere. But I guess I'll try and start it up right now. The only thing it's missing at this point is the MAF, and I'm just gonna keep that unplugged because it's probably 6 million vacuum leaks, and it'll probably run better without the MAF anyways, just to try and get it started. So let's give it a shot. Hopefully the battery isn't gonna die. It's alive! It's idling surprisingly well. Sounds a little weird though. Let's fucking go. I'm so stoked on that. Let's fucking go. I'm about to go tell my dad. He's been helping me a ton. I'm stoked on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the oil now. There is definitely a tiny bit of water in the oil, which I just assumed was a blown head gasket, but I suppose it could be condensation just for sitting from 2 years. I'm not really sure how that works, to be honest. It sounds like it idles really good if it has a blown head gasket, unless it's down on 2 cylinders. Problem is, I have no idea what a stock E36 sounds like, to be honest. That doesn't have a loud ass exhaust. Definitely has a low exhaust leak because it sounds like the exhaust is coming from the front. But yeah, I'm stoked. Kind of can't believe I made that happen at this point. Oh yeah, then I'll go ahead and run the code reader on there, reset everything because there are 6 codes, and that way if I can get some new codes, I can actually start diagnosing stuff to make it run even smoother than it is right now. So yeah, kind of stoked. I was literally just looking at the edge and just realized there's literally one coil pack not plugged in at all. So I guess I can plug that in, see what it sounds like after that. It literally sounds even better now. It sounds perfect now. I also don't think it's smoking at all, and if it had a blown head gasket, it'd probably be puffing white smoke, so I don't know. Guess we'll do an oil change real quick. I was wondering why it feels like it doesn't have any power steering. All right, what's up, y'all? It's a couple days later now. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you guys liked it. It was fun to do, and it was fun to edit, honestly. And yeah, I'm stoked on just getting the car running. I'm not sure the direction I want to go with the car at this point. I could just sell it and make a little profit right now, or I could do a little restoration, but then I'm like really committing to it. So I don't know yet, but if you like the video, drop a like, helps me out. Drop a comment, it's good for the algorithm. Catch you guys next time.